Question 30 from the heat topic. Explain why steam at 100 degrees Celsius will be more effective in heating a cup of milk to make coffee, a cup of cappuccino for example, than water at 100 degrees Celsius. So probably the best way to explain this is by actually drawing the temperature curve for water. Okay? So here it is. Water freezes or melts at 0 degrees, depending which way you're looking at it from. If you've got solid ice and you get it to 0 degrees, it'll start melting into liquid. Or if you have liquid that you cool down to 0 degrees, it'll start turning into ice at 0 degrees. Boiling, same thing, but from liquid to gas. If we went from gas to liquid, then this process, the reverse process going to the left, would be called condensation or condensing. Anyway, here's the reason for this question. We're going to use water to heat a cup of milk. So let's say that your milk that you've just got ready for make your coffee, you got out of the fridge, it's probably down at about 5 degrees or something like that. So that's where your milk is now. So it says you can either use steam at 100 degrees. So this is where we just start to make steam at that point there. Is more effective than water at 100 degrees. So there's our water. So in this part of the graph, we don't have water nor steam. It's just water changing into steam. It's a process of change. Okay? So you've got to wait till you've actually pulled all the water molecules further apart, which is called boiling, to turn it into steam. Now, we know from the 0th law of thermodynamics that heat will always transfer from the hotter to the cooler object. So if our water is 100 degrees, that's the hot object, milk is the cool object. So heat will start to transfer. So if you've got this much heat ready to go, so you've got this much energy, see it's got heat absorbed, so that means heat gained if we're going that way, or heat lost if we're going that way. So the water can transfer that much heat to the milk, okay, to heat it up. But look at steam. Even though it's the same temperature as the water, it has so much more energy stored in it, which means it's got so much more energy to transfer to the milk, which is why it's much more effective at heating up milk than plain, boiling water is. Okay, it'll be much faster because you don't need nearly as much steam to heat the milk up. Because if that was 1 kilogram of water gives off that much energy, and 1 kilogram of steam gives off that much energy, well, clearly you need far less steam to do the job. Okay, so that's the reason.